I think Nina and I probably disagree on the policy, various policy issues, but there was a place at the end where I really agreed with her. And I think perhaps the president and his team could listen to Nina and I and take some of our counsel. I do think that Americans, Nina is right, Americans don't feel like things are going well. And I think one of the problems that I see from a communications perspective out of this White House, and by the way, I'd remind our audience, I not only worked for Trump, I worked for Obama, and I worked for Bush as well. So I've worked for multiple Republican and Democratic administrations, and I've seen this across many administrations where you tend to say, no, 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 the sky is not falling, everything is great, let me tell you all the wonderful things we've done. And I know that the Biden team, any White House, wants to brag about their accomplishments. But if they could instead show some empathy, and I think empathy has been something that's been very hard for President Biden to show the past 3 years. But if he could do what Nina said and show empathy that many Americans, whether it is in a poor community that Nina just talked about, or whether it's in a middle class, suburban community where you might have a mom who's a nurse and a dad who's a firefighter, and even they are not making ends meet. Acknowledge the reality of where people are. Sure, right. You could be proud and say, I accomplished X, Y, Z. But when you sort of ignore reality of where people are and you just fight back and blame the other side, then I feel like people start to tune out and say, you know what, this is just Washington fighting with each other again.